The Chitrik Academy is dedicated in loving memory of Rabbi Tzvi Hirsh Chitrik.
Welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to learn from Umi Amar. This is the third to last line on Daf Chav Tes Amud Beis until the Mishnah on the next page. Until the Mishnah on the second line. In our previous lesson, we had said that Mafkin is Zakav, Rabbi Lazar is the one who says Chayev, and Rabbi Yechon is the one who says Pater. Now the Gemara is going to question again whether Rabbi Yechon is the opinion who says Pater. Let us see. Umi Amar Rabbi Yechon Hachi, and does Rabbi Yechon say this, that Mafkin Zakav will be Pater? The Gemara is asking a question. How can we say that Rabbi Yechon is the one who says Pater? V'amar Rabbi Yechon, we know that Rabbi Yechon says Halacha Kestam Mishnah. If there's a Mishnah which is anonymous, which does not write who the author is, Rabbi Yechon says we always paskin like that Mishnah. V'tnan, and it says in a Mishnah, Hachayfer bar b'shus harabim, if someone digs a pit in shus harabim, in a public area, v'nafal l'seiche shar echamar, and a ox or a donkey fell inside, umeis, and they died, chayiv, the owner will be responsible. So we see from here that Rabbi Yechon holds like this Mishnah because there's no author, it's anonymous, and it says chayiv. So if someone digs a hole, and even if he makes it hefker, like any bar does not belong to a person, seemingly Rabbi Yechon will say chayiv. So how could we say that Rabbi Yechon is the one who says pater? We see a clear Mishnah that Rabbi Yechon holds like that the person will be chayiv. So this is the Gemara is questioning this approach, how we said who holds which opinion. So the Gemara is going to answer from the word Ella, the last word on the line. Ella, the Gemara is going to retract its earlier statement of who holds what opinion. Ella la'elam Rabbi Yechon amar chayiv. Really, it's Rabbi Yechon who says chayiv. Umid Rabbi Yechon amar chayiv, and being that Rabbi Yechon is the one who says chayiv, Rabbi Lazar amar pater. Rabbi Lazar is the one who's going to say pater. So let's see this on our board. So we're switching around these opinions, and we're going to say that really it's Rabbi Lazar is the one who would say Mafkin Zakav is pater, and Rabbi Yechon is the one who would say Mafkin Zakav is chayiv, not like we had learned earlier. Now the Gemara is going to question this that we said Rabbi Lazar says pater, because we had learned earlier Rabbi Lazar says there are two things that if a person has, even though it doesn't belong to them, the Torah makes them chayiv, and one of them was a pit, a bar. So we see Rabbi Lazar says Mafkin Zakav is chayiv. So how can we say they says pater? Let us see in the Gemara. So the Gemara is going to begin its question right now. V'ha'amar Rabbi Lazar. How can we say that Rabbi Lazar is the one who says pater? V'amar Rabbi Lazar. We already learned that Rabbi Lazar had said, we're going to turn the page, Mishum Rabbi Shmuel, in the name of Rabbi Shmuel Chulu. Rabbi Lazar already said, in the name of Rabbi Shmuel, the statement that there are two things that a person does not own that the Torah makes them chayiv. And we mentioned these two things are a bar in Rishus Rabim, even though if the person does not own it, the Torah says they will be chayiv, and chametz, after, on Erev Pesach, after the 6th hour, the person will also be chayiv. So both these things, Rabbi Lazar had said in the name of Rabbi Shmuel, the person will be chayiv. So how can we say that Rabbi Lazar says Mafkin Zakav is pater? So the Gemara is going to answer as follows. The answer begins from Loi Kasha. So let's make it A for the answer. Loi Kasha. This is not a question. Ha-di-day, ha-di-rabbe. One is his opinion, and when he's quoting Rabbi Shmuel, he's quoting his teacher, Rabbi Shmuel's opinion, but he doesn't hold like that. What does this mean? This means that when Rabbi Lazar said that a bar will be chayiv, this was what his teacher Rabbi Shmuel would hold. But he actually holds that a bar in Shus Rabim, if a person makes it pater, if a person makes it hefker, it will be pater. So to answer the question, Rabbi Lazar holds Mafkin Zakav is pater, but his teacher, Rabbi Shmuel, we can add him on the board, Rabbi Shmuel will agree with Rabbi Yechanan and say that he is chayiv. Let's make Reish and Yud for Rabbi Shmuel. If Shmuel agrees with Rabbi Yochanan, the Mafkir Zakav is chayiv, and therefore he says, even though it doesn't belong to a person who'll be chayiv, that was the statement Rabbi Lazar said, but Rabbi Lazar himself says Mafkir Zakav will be pater. In this end of this lesson, we are now holding the Mishnah.